Well, they're the number one ranked one-day team in the world, current World Cup winners or holders, but things haven't been plain sailing for the team over the last few months. Obviously a 5-0 loss to South Africa recently. They had a good win against Sri Lanka in the one-day series there, but the cricket wasn't brilliant. And the major problem for it right now is that we've just got so many injuries to our frontline fast bowlers. And the batting's pretty solid. You know, Finch and Warner and Smith and all these guys, Sean Marsh and Mitchell Marsh, all these guys, Maxwell, they'll all be in the fold and are all very, very good international players. But, you know, as we saw in South Africa, if you haven't got a really good bowling attack to back up the batsmen, then it's really hard to win one-day cricket games. And so hopefully we'll take a fully fit squad into it. And if we do, Australia will probably start favourite. That's just the way things are in those big tournaments, almost regardless of the form that they have going in. But they'll be one of the favoured teams, and obviously as an ex-captain and ex-Australian player, I'd love to see them win it again. Now, look, there are a number of very good sides. England right now are playing some incredible one-day cricket. I really like the look of their squad, young, exuberant, multi-talented, you know, with Stokes and Jason Roy and Moeen Ali and these sort of guys. They've got some players now. Hales has done a great job at the top of the order. So I like the look of their setup. India will always play great one-day cricket. That's just you know, they're brought up playing shorter forms of the game, and they've got so many match-winning batsmen in particular, and will probably play 2 world-class spinners in their lineup. So they're always hard to beat. New Zealand are another one. The New Zealand's cricketing depth right now is probably the best I've ever seen it. They've got a lot of all-rounders. They've got some hard-hitting opening batsmen, you know, with Martin Guptill and obviously Kane Williamson being a class player. Corey Anderson's a world-class all-rounder they've got in the middle order, so they've also got a number of very good players. So, but once again, it's so hard to predict a winner in these tournaments now, especially probably right now. A lot of the international teams around the world at the moment are very, very even, and I think that's why we see the rankings changing so regularly. There's no one that's really dominating any form of the game around the world. You know, and when you start talking about short-form games, you put the West Indies in there somewhere as well, because they are, you know, unpredictable, as we saw in the last T20 World Cup, when they can do some things in short-form cricket that other teams can't do. Yeah, look, I love the Champions Trophy. I was a little bit of a sceptic against it early days in its first few tournaments, because I felt there were too many teams and the tournament was probably a little bit too long, and then it just seems to have evolved into a better tournament every time that it's been played. You know, the best teams are all playing now. It's over in 2 or 3 weeks, which makes, you know, fitting into the schedule a lot better. And you're playing high quality cricket every game that you play, and that's what I believe that the showcase tournaments or showcase events of our game should be all about. So, look, I've got some wonderful memories of World Cups, some huge celebration parties after we've won a couple. I've actually got a white jacket as well that we got presented with in South Africa that hasn't come out of the cupboard ever, but it was a nice little momentum. But as I said, if you can take away memories, like I said, with the partnership with Shane Watson, I mean, they had memories that will live with me forever, and those things happened in an ICC Champions Trophy. So, you know, I can go to bed at night and put my head on the pillow and start dreaming about some of those great things that used to happen.